Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Sonic Love. So in today's video we're going to be checking out another old system of last year, which was absolutely brilliant in my eyes. It was one of my favourites for quite a long time. Still, even messing around with it in the last couple of days, I fell back in love with it, really, to be honest. I just think it's absolutely brilliant. And is it worth a purchase in 2022? Well, let's dive in, have a little look, see what we remember, see if it's as good as what we remember it to be, and let's dive in. It is the Anbernic RG351P. So here we have the RG351P, quite unique for an Anbernic product. Only had one TF card slot. It come with the dual stereo speakers, a reset button on the bottom. On the left hand side we had a power button. We have a wheel itself, which I much prefer. I think all systems should have it, but that's just me. We have our usual analog sticks left and right. We have a D-pad, which is renowned to be really good from Anbernic anyway, and it didn't disappoint. We have start select at the top, ABXY, excellent buttons to press, feels really good in the hand. The ergonomics were really nice. It fits well in the hand. We don't have stacked shoulder buttons like the later models and the early part of this year, but still, they did their purpose and they still felt really comfortable. We had two ports, one for charging. One was an OTG. We had a 3.5mm headphone jack. As I say, the model itself is the RG351P. We have the strips, which give you a little bit of extra grip, which can be really nice. The interface itself was normally shipped with neither Emulation predominantly, but there is so many front ends that you can get for this now that have been very well optimized. It is the RK chip, which we know was in abundance of last year, and we just kept getting battered by handheld, changing the handheld itself but keeping the same chipset for quite a long time. But with that, made it now so robust, and it's been very well optimized that it still really is a great experience. And if you're into the retro gaming, from light Dreamcast right the way back down to Atari 2600, Commodore 64, Spectrum, then you're not going to have a problem with any of these games, and this is still a viable option in my eyes. The screen itself is 3x2, which some people like, some people don't like. I personally like it because a lot of PSP games look absolutely fantastic with the orientation of the screen, and I don't mind some of the games being stretched sometimes depending on what game I'm playing. It does give you a 4:3 aspect ratio if you want to have that, but again, you have then black bars on the side and you lose a little bit of real estate of the screen itself. The screen is really nice. It's got fantastic viewing angles. It looks really good in my opinion, even to this day. So yeah, let's test out some games and see just how well they run. Let's kick things off with some Naomi, but there are hundreds and thousands of games that are still massively playable on this, guys. More than you could ever possibly play in a lifetime. You wouldn't be disappointed with a handheld like this. The controls are really nice, feel really sturdy. The analog stick is very responsive. The D-pad is not being used at present with it, but it's still feels really nice and responsive. Just my gameplay is terrible. Not all games are playable with the limitations of the arcade chipset, but still, there are some cracking games on Naomi, Atomis Wave, really good games.
Presented by Sega. Flash out. Select a player. Chapter 1. Engage objectives. Start. Game. Fight!
Neo Geo is another system that run really well on the RG351P. PlayStation is an absolute classic. I have no problem with PS1 games. But what it was great for, and what I loved about it the most, is the good old retro games. So if we go to like Game Boy Advance, this is where the handheld starts to shine. Sega Mega Drive looked amazing on it. Streets of Rage, absolute classic. So I've done lots of videos on the RG351P, testing out performance on many different front ends as well. The likes of Emulation, RetroOS, so forth, ArcOS. So please check out the channel for more videos on this. But I just wanted to revisit it. I really still think that this holds the test of time. This is a fantastic little unit. I think it's absolutely brilliant. The amount of systems and games that you can play on this is still unreal. I know the arcade chip, people were getting sick of it, but you can't underestimate just how well optimized it is and how enjoyable it is as an experience to play retro games on still, even now. Love to know your thoughts on it, guys. Do you still own one? Is it still a daily driver for you? Do you literally play it all the time? I'd love to know in the comments. And as always, guys, take care.